In our story that we tell about ourselves in fire, about, heroes standing up in the face of some foe, it makes sense that if you had more bulldozers and more air tankers and bigger air tankers, that you could surely win the fight. And I think that what we're seeing is that we are not winning the fight. In fact, we are losing more and more often.
Wow. It's across the street.
You have heat, oxygen, and fuel. And if you take away any one of those things, the fire goes out. And that's what we see with the CATlines. Those are efforts to remove the fuel so that the fire can't continue to burn across that ridgeline. The Director of Fire and Aviation for the National Forest Service has gone on the record to say that we are not going to select strategies for fire suppression that don't have a high probability of success. And I don't think that a lot of the CATlines that we saw today had a high probability of success. The ridge lines that were selected were probably too close. And a lot of times that choice to put a CATline on a ridge too close to the active fire is that it's protecting some private timber stand. When we're setting records for temperature and fuel dryness, like we were this summer on the Carr Fire, it's not unusual for embers to travel half a mile or more. And when you're having that kind of fire behavior, no fire line and no dozer line is going to stop that fire. What we do know about these dozer lines is oftentimes they're a linear clear cut. There's CATlines with green on both sides, there's CATlines with black on both sides, and then there's the few CATlines that worked. But all of them represent a significant scar on the landscape. They represent habitat fragmentation, they represent the opportunity for exotics to get established. The scar on the landscapes that they leave behind are going to be here long after the rest of the fire area has recovered. We do not have acceptable losses in the wildland firefighting community like the military. We don't plan to sacrifice the lives of the young men and women who fight wildland fire. I just don't think that any timber stand is worth risking a life over. And if we are going to use a bulldozer and put a dozer operator at risk, that should only be done right next to homes and not far afield in the wildlands.